Randy very well. There's two stories that I can really think of, my interactions with Randy, because I was super intimidated by him. I was intimidated with all those guys. But I remember we had a house show. I believe it was in where's Elvis Presley from? Tupelo, Mississippi. That's where it was. And I remember that for two things. One, Eddie Guerrero had a couple too many drinks, and he peed in the bushes outside of the house where Elvis was born. So that was nice. Not Graceland, the house where he was born. It's just an open thing. You drive by it, and he had to go pee, so he peed in. He pissed on Elvis's house, I guess. And the other thing was, there's something went down with the stereo system at the arena, and you couldn't play ring music. And Hall and Nash had just gotten there. And like I said, WCW was a crazy time, and they were a little bit prima donna-esque, shall we say. And they were really upset that there was no ring music. I remember Hall kept saying, "This is JoJo. You're coming from the WWE to WCW. This is JoJo," and that was their word for kind of an independent, JoJo Starbuck, like it's kind of Bush League. And they just sat there. They would not go to the ring. And the match was Hall and Nash versus, I believe, Macho Man and Sting. And Hall and Nash wouldn't go. They wouldn't go. It's like 5 minutes or whatever, and they're kind of refusing to go to the ring without the ring music. And I remember Macho Man was like, all right, well, I'm going to go to the ring. It's probably like more of a Stu Hart imitation. I don't do a very good Randy. But basically he was saying that, well, if you guys aren't going to go to the ring, I will. And he just wandered out there. He's like, I don't need ring music. I don't care. Since I walk out there, people are going to cheer and yell and scream, and that's all that matters. So he went out there, and Sting followed, and then Hall and Nash had no choice but to go to the ring with no ring music. So I always remember that. Like, even Randy Macho Man Savage, as huge of a star he was, he still knew that, the show must go on, and stuff happens, so don't worry about it. And then the other story I have about Randy was, after I left WCW, I was doing a thing for Bubba the Love Sponge. He had this 8 o'clock in the morning special radio concert, and Jackal was playing. And I ran into Randy there. He was with Gorgeous George, his girlfriend at the time. I don't know why she was called Gorgeous George. I know Lanny was supposed to be Gorgeous George, and then he gave it to her, I guess. But anyways, and he came up to me, and he was like, WCW made a mistake in letting you go, and I've been a fan of your work, and basically just I was like really, really impressed and honored that Macho Man even A, knew who I was, and B, said he was a fan of my stuff, and that really meant a lot to me. And I don't think I ever saw him. Actually, I saw him one more time afterwards at Bryan Adams' funeral. Me and Bret Hart were standing there, and Randy came and talked to us for a bit. But I never really got a chance to hang out with him, and never got to work with him. Don't even think I was ever in the same ring as he was. Maybe in one of those big World War III battle royals. But huge fan of Randy Savage, one of my all-time favorites, and really, really excited that he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He'll probably get in there before Deep Purple will, but really excited that he's